get the information right now.
It's day 9 of the Red Bull X-Alps, and I'm on this rather picturesque lake called Zell am See. And we're here for a reason, for one reason. Chrigel Maurer has done it again. He's about to launch from the Schmittenhöhe, the final turn point before the glide down here to the finish line, which is just over there. There is the landing float. And just have a look at the view. What a race this has been. Do let us know what's been your favourite part, who's been your favourite athlete. Of course, Chrigel is just one part of the story. There are still many athletes out there on the field competing, and they're having a tough time, particularly around Mont Blanc at the moment, with the weather closing in. You have a cluster of athletes, Tom de Dorlado, Thomas Kokonia, Ferdy van Schelven, all battling their way around Mont Blanc. But it's Chrigel Maurer who we are waiting for right now. And this is the view. So we just got word that Chrigel has launched on the final glide to the finish line here in Zelle am See. And what's interesting about this edition is that previously, when we were in Monaco, the clock always stopped at the top at pay, whereas here the race continues and the clock doesn't actually stop until he lands on this float just here. Can't see him just yet, but we can see the helicopter hovering above Schmittenhöhe, waiting to follow Chrigel on his lap of honour for his extraordinary performance number 7 in this incredible race. He won in 2009, he won in 2011, 13, 15, 17 and 2019, and he has done it again. And people always ask, how does he do it? How is it that he wins? How is it that he chooses a line? Is it that he gets the luck? Why is it that he took that route, that northerly route yesterday and the others didn't? And I think the reason is that Chrigel is the complete athlete. He's everything. There are athletes who fly just as well as him. Just witness 2 days ago around Mont Blanc, Max Pinot kept up with him, wingtip to wingtip. Max Pinot beat him also in the in the Born to Fly race a few weeks before the Red Bull X-Alps. He can be beaten in the air. He can also be beaten on the ground. Benoit Hutter is as stronger than him on the ground. Super endurance athlete. But what Chrigel has is the full package. He has the skills in the air, he has acro skills, cross-country skills, he can land anywhere, he can take off anywhere. He's coming, he's coming. We've got quite a wide-angle lens, so we'll wait till we can see him. And he's also incredibly strong. On the uphills, I hiked up with him this morning, just about 800 meters. He had already hiked the 1,000 meters by the time I joined him for the final hike, and he just seemed so comfortable, so effortless. If you haven't already, check out some of the stats on his page on our website. The distances he and other athletes have hiked and flown is absolutely extraordinary.
Yeah, I'm not tired of that.
And then again, Chrigel, it's the organisation, it's the decision-making. And this is something Thomas Turelat was explaining to me this morning. Thomas is Chrigel's supporter, is that the reason most of the athletes went south is because they were following the weather forecast. Whereas what Thomas and Chrigel were doing was following a kind of decision-making matrix, where they would just keep going and look at their options, and so long as they were good and they were working for them, they continued. And it was a really fascinating insight that they just looked around them. The Swiss mountains were are more familiar to Chrigel, and he felt that it was easier to go south than it was to it was easier for him to bail south. He could bail south at any time, even on foot, but once you're south and you got stuck south, it would be much harder to break out north. So very interesting decision-making progress, and hopefully we'll revisit that perhaps in a story or a podcast or something later on.
Yeah.
But right now we are on the waters of Zelle, waiting for the 7-time champion Chrigel Maurer to arrive.
Man verzeihen, hier sollte das mit der Himmelsrichtung nicht ganz stimmen. Da ist also ein kleines Floß in der Mitte der blauen Motorboote, die sich da draußen herumtreiben.
Thomas is just asking us if we've got a windsock. Do we have anything that we can...
Chrigel Maurer, der Schweizer.
T-shirt? With a T-shirt? Yeah. We could...
Brauchst du was oder nicht?
Well,
Thomas, sollen wir schauen oder nicht schauen?
Thomas, Chrigel's supporter, is just asking if we could have some sort of a windsock for Chrigel. There's absolutely zero wind at the moment, but he's saying it would help a lot if we could have some sort of wind indicator.
Du, wir haben da hinten Windsäcke und die reichen da nicht, oder?
There are some windsocks on shore. So make sure you tell us what has been your favourite moment in this race. What was the magic move that has inspired you? For me, I think it was 2 days ago. This incredible performance on a day that normally no normal person would dare to fly. Chrigel, when he spoke to me early this morning on top of Mutspitze, a mountain that translates as Courage Peak, appropriately enough. And you can see that interview on Facebook if you scroll down. It's a really nice interview where he talks at length about yesterday's flight. And he was telling me just how challenging it was. It's warm here on Zelle. Thermometer up to 30 degrees. Might have to jump into the water afterwards. Bit of a tradition. I did that 2 years ago after Monaco.
Yeah, you have to. The tradition is
it will be a welcome relief. We've got some waves coming. So let's have a look at the comments. Are there any comments that have come through? Let's have a look at comments coming through. We can have a look at some of them. So we do appreciate your comments. I hope the live stream is working. Sometimes these things don't work, and I apologise for that. But it's always a challenge because we just use cell phone technology to get a signal. To get the perfect broadcast signal, you'd need to go up to broadcast satellite trucks, and they don't go where athletes go in this race. And the live streams, they're fantastic when they work, and when they drop out, it can be incredibly frustrating. But remember, we do post all of them on YouTube afterwards, so they will all be downloaded and uploaded onto YouTube. So lots of... So we're just getting a windsock. Thomas is asking for a windsock for him to hold on the float for Chrigel. So lots of comments. Hello, thank you. Hi Matt, nice for your comments. Thank you Florian. Christy, thank you. Teams SUI 2. Patrick Von Kenno, he's done so well. Had a really tough race. But you know, this is the other thing to say is this battle for second and third place is really exciting. You got Maxime Pinot, Benoit, Simon Oberauner. Benoit has had an interesting day today. He took off and was just thinking he was going to have a quick glide. Didn't bother wearing any gloves, didn't have any warm kit with him, and he's been flying for about 5 hours. His team tried to go and meet up with him, didn't manage to connect, so spare a thought for Benoit. Now, it's starting to get to the exciting part where Chrigel Maurer, here he is, I can see him. He's coming down. We've got him. For the 7th time, Chrigel Maurer, in the 10th edition of this Red Bull X-Alps, he takes the premier spot. He wins the Red Bull X-Alps 2021. It's been an incredible performance, and it's been incredible to follow this race on live tracking and in person. Here he comes. Amazing, he's just doing some wing overs, a bit of acro on the way down from this hike and fly master. This is an incredible moment for Chrigel, 38 years old. His 7th consecutive win. No one has come close. Edition after edition, he has done it. He's made his magic move, and he did it in some style 2 days ago, gaining 150 kilometers on his nearest rival. Can hear the whoops and cheers from the shore. Here he comes. You're watching the final glide of Chrigel Maurer winning the 7th Red Bull X-Alps. The question is, can he land on the float? His supporter, Thomas Turela, is waiting for him. The final approach. He's going for it. Epic scenes as Chrigel Maurer lands perfectly on the landing float to claim his 7th consecutive win. He hugs his supporter Thomas Turelat. He's done it in 8 days and 6 hours. Amazing scenes. Woo!
Ja, Chrigel! Fleimaster bitte abschalten. Und Spot.
Hey, Darkin!
How was it, Chrigel? How does it feel?
That's so great! Great to finish. I can't stand, but...
Du hast deine Schwimmweste versteckt.
Ja, perfekt.
Okay, Schirm drauf, ja. So, first the work, then the emotions.
Ich weiß, Sie können es möglicherweise nicht mehr hören, aber einmal
Hey.
ja. Das ist doch bei weitem nicht das letzte.
Hey, Thomas! Geil! Jetzt schnell. Ah!
Hey, wir sind da! Jawohl! Schaut los, noch einmal her, noch einmal jubeln bitte! Ja, wir jubeln gleich!
Hey! Ich bin da! Jetzt squat die Brille an.